Welcome back to Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Anime Review, episode number 40. Wow, who would have thought basically this would be the first one in a while? Basically, it's episode 40. Yep, probably one of my very few long-running anime. Like, if you think about it, this is probably my third or fourth longest one I've done. I would say I'd say the longest is One Piece right now. That's the highest episode. Second longest is Boruto. I'd say third longest is My Hero. Actually, no, I think it might be Case Closed, then My Hero. And I think behind that is Black Ops. This might be the sixth longest one I've done so far. Out of all the anime I do, sixth longest one. This one's called Desert Crossing, basically the name of the episode. It adapts from the last 6 chapters of book number 11. Yes. Last episode was Journey Point 3. Now basically it does Journey. Excuse me. When I saw the fact this episode's have like 6 chapters. Actually, it didn't finish the book up. It just went to the penultimate. It stopped at the penultimate chapter. Now, they did this before, where they basically didn't exactly. They just kind of rushed through, like the rest of the book. They did the same thing last season too with book 5. And I still think basically the book wasn't finished being adapted. They just skipped over a whole chapter of the book. Here it's like they cut chapters out. So, what happens this episode? So we have basically where Rudius has decided he's gonna go. He's gonna go after. Well, he's gonna go and get his mom, and he's kind of and they basically work together, and tells you don't have to basically, like you can just bring on his journey. Possibly take 8 months. There and back, it could take possibly about 2 years. So he tells Sakne Rishi, who gives him a book on teleportation portals. And thanks to information from the vice principal, which did this happened in book 2, he did do this. I remember this very well. So, and then of course he tells, well, he doesn't tell Zenobia. Yeah, he's not in the episode, or Julia. So, I think they cut out their scenes here. So, he does tell the Beast Girls. There's no Princess Air in this episode. Cliff asks him to bring along this little magical diaper to basically contain her curse. Well, Elsa's curse. So he tells Selphie he's going to basically go, but he's only going to be gone thanks to the teleportation portal. It's not going to take 16 months for basically to get there and back. It's going to take roughly about a couple months at most. Yeah, the way they explain it, it's going to take a week to get to the first portal, and then like about a month to get to the Labyrinth City, and they estimate basically like a little over 2 months. So, of course, he does promise himself he's be back, and of course, basically he's a little nervous. Like he looked at his sisters like he's gonna kiss his own wife. So he gets a selfie. Then of course Cliff agrees basically to get the magical diaper and some more books, and then of course they go out on this alternate with this guy, which they don't give a name for. I don't remember his name. It's been a bit while since I've read the book. If you're curious, did I reread the book like I did normally? No, because I didn't feel like basically go through 6 freaking chapters. 6. And if you're curious though, how long is each chapter of the book? I mean, this is covering roughly almost over 100 freaking pages. It starts with chapter 8, which that chapter is approximately 40 pages. Chapter 9 is roughly about 24. Chapter 10 is 20 pages. Chapter 11 is, I think it's like almost like, I think about 26 pages. Chapter 12 is 22 pages. And 13 is roughly about 28 pages. So, if you think about it, the book covers from, where was it stop? It was like 345. So roughly in this one episode, if you're curious, how much this book does this episode cover? This episode covers that much of the book, and that's like about 100 pages right there. That is like 100 and like 31 pages in one episode. I was really, really hoping this would be 45 minutes because, given how much was adapted here, you would think 45-minute episode. Nope, we're not getting one. Either Eggshell doesn't care to do one, or they just basically want to get this book as quickly as possible because they don't have many episodes left. Excuse me. If you're curious, there is approximately, at this very episode, there are 5 more to go. And they probably want to spend a lot of the time working on book 12. Yes. So if you're really curious, how long did they spend adapting book number 11? I would say not very long. But they probably want to cut some down through time. So, if you're curious, this book took up it started with let's see. How long ago did they adapt this one? Let's see. The very first episode to adapt this very arc was episode number 40. It was a 40th episode series is what they started with. And the episode we have here is only episode 43. Yeah, this was supposed to come out last week, but for some reason they postponed it because of a special that aired like last week. Not sure why they did this for, but they did. So apparently it's like a recording of the voice actor of the show. It seems like a behind the scenes thing for this episode. That's kind of what happened. They pretty much did behind the scenes type of thing with this one. So yeah, so here's what happens. Like, as soon as they leave, they go to like a cave, which of course this is where they have the first they have Rudy say a spell like all about dragons and unlock this particular barrier, and they go in and they look around this thing. Oh, this might be a little maze. They walk through and they open. And oh, look, there's some stairs. Walk downstairs. Oh, look, it's a teleportation circle. Which, yeah, this was a little weird seeing this because the book itself, if you read the book, it does not give technically a description of what the heck this supposed to look like. There's not even I don't think it's a picture. Let me look here, because usually there's an illustration of this stuff, but I don't think they had let's see. Like with the book, basically, that Narosha gave Rudy, they give a description of that. But as the teleportation circle, not really. No, there's no. Oh, they do change Selfie's outfit. They basically have her. If you look at the picture here, like this is a picture. This is which outfit she wore, basically like a nightgown. In the anime, she looks like she's wearing her normal Ferris attire. I'm not really sure why. Like, people know that she's Ferris, and like. So, they go in, and then they get magically transported. And of course, we have Rudius, where apparently he was there for quite a while, waiting for Elsie. They go there, and of course, Elsie goes back briefly, and she figures, though, transfer right back. And he's like, you were gone for quite a while. And she's like, oh, I thought I came right back. Because it just walked off, came right back. Like, how much time passed by? I'd say at least a few days. Because you see an outfit Rudius is wearing this, like, little cupboard. And then they go outside. It's a desert, because apparently the very country is a desert. And they walk across, and then they spend the night. Well, they spend the night there, and then Rudius is awoken by this drug warma, and we see this beautiful woman outside in a desert garb, and Rudius is smitten with her, and then Elsie wakes up. Apparently, when he sees Elsie, it seems like he wanted to sleep with her, despite the fact that's actually his wife's grandma. Elsie is an elf. That's why she looks basically what she does. Oh, and before they left, Cliff kind of in a way proposed to her. Basically, he really wants to marry her when they get back to a Miller-style wedding. Even though she's not religious, but he wants to do the wedding anyways, which I will get to that later on if they ever adapt it. So I had to bring that up because otherwise people are like, why didn't you bring up that? But that did happen. So... And of course, by the way, Selfie does call Elsie grandma. Which, I don't know, as far as I can tell, she does not feel uncomfortable being called that, despite the fact she technically is her grandmother. So, then it turns out the woman in Desert Garb is actually a succubus. And Elsie kills her. And then apparently, Rudius, under the thing, wants to sleep with Elsie, and then she just tells him, detoxify. He used the magic to detoxify him. Now, based on where is it seems like she was to wear the damn thing, not use it, touch it, and then she goes outside for manhunting, and then they go up. They basically walk across the desert, which of course they come across a cliffside, and then they get up on top, and they're attacked by a pair of griffins. Rudy's kills this pretty easily, and of course Alice has a bit of a tough time. And she able to save hers, no problem. And they walk across this, and there's a bazaar. And they get there, and this is actually before is to get to a little bit mini bazaar, look around, and then they go hunting for more creatures, and then they arrive at the labyrinth at the end of the episode. Pretty interesting episode, what it is, but it's more like a bridge retelling of the book. I still think that this episode should be 45 minutes. So you can give a little bit more time, a little more breathing room. Yes, this episode should have been 45 minutes. If you want any episode of this court for 45 minutes, it had to be this one. Because they just had to adapt 6 chapters. So my guess is they're probably going to finish adapting this book next week. And probably start adapting the 12th and final book for the 12th book of the series. And they probably won't cap it up. How far to go, I'm not sure. I'll find out someday. Okay, so... That's pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do this segment. Next, we have a couple comment corners, and then basically it's on to, well, I did watch it today, My Hero Academia. Yes, basically I got that one caught up now. Yep. Excuse me, with that caught up. Okay. Pretty much basically like with that one done, I'm pretty much on the way down to about, I think like 6 left. Yeah, think about 6 left because, well, you know, enough is two. I'm gonna watch Too Much Fantasy right after that one. You got that one, Black Butler, Demon Slayer, Ring Monster, and the Misty Academy. Roughly about. So, as far as I can tell, I have exactly 6 left. But with My Hero done, basically it's on to 5. And when I get a chance to watch Too Much Fantasy, they've got 4 left. Yes. Now, could I be able to finish them, I would say? Based on time, that's maybe. If not, I might cap it off tomorrow finally. But hey, at least basically the amount I got left to go is getting down to predicted amount. What am I going to do after Too Much Fantasy? I'm going to do Remonster. Yep. Just to make sure Monday's done. Yep. But yeah. Let's take a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications, and do this like button. Next, we have 2 comment corners to do. Okay, next video. Bye.